Lock your thumb with bright, tries through all the night. Chasing shadows, play night turns into day. Lady on wings, grace, sunlight on her face. Rooster calls awake, morning's fresh embrace. Mornings of mischief, rise, laughing sky and surprise. Every day a new start, mischief in my heart. Mother cats in line, kittens all entwine. Glitter boots a tune under rainbow moon. Manhattan's working fast, grasp future, leave the past. Flaming wonders soar, open every door. Mornings of mischief, rise, laughing sky and surprise. Every day a new start, mischief in my heart. Mother cats in line, kittens all entwine. Grey roots are tuned under rainbow moon. Manhattan's working fast and stolen dreams. Flaming rooster, wild it screams. Can't think of it, struts its way. Life's a show on a crazy day. Unicorn camise, colors bright, laughing Arwen in the night. Hey-oh! Angry Dave Bob's in a rage. Flip the script, let's turn the page. Fox and flames amid so wild, crazy world like a child. Laughing, crying, all the same. Play this quirky, fun-filled game. Rainbow candy, sugar high. Take a leap, aim for the sky. Dizzy spins, the world will sway. In this chaos we will play. Broken forks, a spark ignites. Stolen thoughts in all the lights. Hold on tight, let's ride this wave. Save the best for last, we'll save. Fox and flames amid so wild, crazy world like a child's. Laughing, crying, all the same. Play this quirky, fun-filled game. Be great, be excellent, always be friend. Come on back, take a bow. We are out. Later, y'all.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Weekend Review, where we're going to be talking about Wings of Power Season 2, or Rings of Whammon, or whatever you want to call it. Stuffed pimento olives in your hair.
And don't forget, you're the Lord of the Rings.
Orange Man bad is Sauron.
Oh my God.
We get that right off the beginning. Okay, let me welcome everybody. Thank you guys so very much for being here. You guys make this show, just like Spirit Halloween makes the costumes over at Wings of Power. You guys make this show what it is each and every Friday. So thank you. Seriously though, I was in Spirit Halloween the other day, and I was like, oh wow, look, they've got the entire line of Rings of Power, and they look just like they are in the show. This explains a lot.
Including Sauron's thirsty ass wig. It's like, I know y'all didn't put no money in that damn thirsty ass wig. They put a wig, that blonde wig on him, and all of a sudden all the masculinity is just sucked out of his body.
There is nothing like
as bad as Sauron's wig is. How about Nori's wig? It looks terrible.
It wasn't a wig, it was some stuffed pimentos.
On the vine. There's a vine that is going through this girl's hair, and there are stuffed olives, pimento stuffed olives on her hair.
No wonder she got them at Aldi.
I literally
the Aldis of Middle Earth.
I literally screamed in pain when he showed up. I was like, no!
Who cheered when the tornado took them away?
Yeah, I did. I was like, yes.
Who was doing the Wicked Witch of the East theme song?
But
Oh no, don't go in there. You're among the little people now. Okay, let me welcome our panel here and let me welcome all of you guys. Of course, we have the Warcock himself, the Rooster Day Bob. Good morning, brother.
Oh, you know, when I saw you put that tweet out that we were going to be watching this show, my heart sank.
Oh,
My heart.
Really, Loki? Really? You do know I have a ton of firepower here at the house. This was a very bad decision on your part, my friend.
That's almost exactly what I said to Spawn when I read that. When it was like Loki put out the banner, y'all, the war cry, all 3 episodes. I said, really, Loki? Really? Spawn, I gotta watch 3 of these things.
The only good thing I will say about it,
Like, oh,
instead
well.
of 8 weeks of pain, they got rid of 3 of them right away, so we only got another 5 weeks.
We only have another 5 weeks. Thankfully, they came out with all 3 episodes right off the bat. We, of course, have the collector of unicorn gummies, the mother of kittens, our Tolkien expert extraordinaire, the lady Arwen Avalon. Woo! Good morning, Arwen.
Cock-a-doodle damn do, y'all. I can't crow like they so it's Friday. Happy damn Friday. It's Sensei's here. Mwah! Yay, I'm excited. I love his takes on these things. I just do.
And of course, we have another Tolkien expert who Arwen was just saying is absolutely wonderful and has wonderful takes. Our Wicked Wrench of the East, Project Storytime, is here. And he is the Lord of the Ugh. Project Storytime. Welcome, my friend.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hello.
I hate this show. There's my take, Arwen.
You know, somehow you did not fail to disappoint. Or you did not disappoint. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
3 episodes, less than 10 minutes in. This show sucks. Sold out every Friday. Weekend review, sold out 5 weeks in a row. Why we hate Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
I mean,
right there. It sucks.
I mean, did we need to have a 20-minute backstory for Sauron at the beginning of this season?
They did that because
that lasted forever.
They did that because there were people that said that it didn't make sense. So they wanted to explain it spoon feed. We're going to spoon feed you.
Didn't make sense.
How he's like Orange Man bad.
Yeah.
All they really needed to do is explain how he got to the middle of the fucking ocean.
Well, at least now we know Venom's origin story.
Yes. Yes.
Venom. So
I threw a picture of that in our group chat yesterday. I was like, oh, well, we got now we know that Venom is in Middle Earth. What are you guys talking about? Okay, so the beginning of the first episode, they go through this long coronation process of, I am going to become the leader of the orcs, and Morgoth wanted me to take over when he died, and I'm the next in line, so you will crown me king, because Orange Man bad. And they go to crown him, and they turn that crown, the spike crown, upside down, and they start stabbing him to death with it. And all I could think of was, I really wish they would have done this. If Sauron would have like leaned up and been like, "Et tu, orque?" Oh. Because it is very reminiscent of Julius Caesar being cut down in the Forum when he died, with death by 1,000 cuts. It is very much like that. So all the orcs come in and stab him and kill him. And then to no one's surprise at all, they get their little baby orcs and they're like, it's okay, the mean orange man bad won't hurt you again. You know, we're doing this to protect our children.
We'll get to the orc family.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. You're like, Jokey's joshing with us. No, Josh is down there. Loki's up here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not joshing you. They're like, we have to protect our little children from our little orc babies. Little orc babies like, I will eat your fucking face off if you come near me. And everyone, oh, look at your little baby. Oh, you're so cute. No, that's an ugly little green spud. I am sorry. I do not feel for these people. I do not feel for this orc family. I'm not buying
but
this.
Loki, the orcs aren't evil. They're just misunderstood.
Yeah.
They don't want to go to war.
I just love the way.
They don't want to go to war.
We don't want to go to war today.
I love the way Sauron started out as just
where there's a
pile of black goo.
Yeah, y'all, I didn't even know that was the same actor. There's something about that, and I like me some long hair. Okay,
it's not.
No problem
it's not
long hair on a man.
It's not at the beginning. That's not him. That's a different actor.
Why is that a different actor?
Because he's in a different body. The idea is that when he came back in a human body instead of in a starry body or whatever.
Oh my God. Okay, well then they did a piss poor job because he looked enough like the original actor where could it be him? But still, even later on in season in the other season 3, oh my God. In the other episode when you see him with that,
it just feel like whole seasons, yeah.
Oh, it does. It's horrible. It's horrible. Their money did not go into that wig. It's awful.
Loki still has an AC/DC thing going on. Yes, of course I do. Always. Always. El Perro is misunderstood according to orcs. Yes. Okay. So what are y'all talking about this venom thing? So they cut him down and his black ooze blood.
Well, first he explodes.
Yeah. First he explodes and it creates an ice storm.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
He's flashy when he dies, isn't he?
So there's a shockwave explosion. We haven't seen that before. And everything turns to ice.
But all the people are fine.
Yeah, they just wake up and they're like, we'll go live in the south where it's warmer. Back in Mordor, guys.
Winter came a little early this year.
Oh, and by the way, that is the same place that Galadriel goes at the beginning of season 1.
Oh my God.
That's the same castle, whatever, that you see at the beginning of this episode that's in like green pastures with babbling brook. And
so no one was harmed except for the one orc that got fused to the wall that we saw in season 1. Okay. Makes total sense.
So, his oozing black blood goes through the floorboards and down into the cracks in the floor and down into Gollum's cave. Oops, maybe it's not Gollum's cave, but it sure looked like that. Because they're making him Gollum because they want you to feel bad for him. And this rat comes down and it's like and the fucking ooze like shoots out like the blob or the thing and takes it.
The blob. I was just sitting there thinking, where's Steve McQueen?
and then you get Venom. This hulking black oozing Venom like form from the latest Venom movies. He looks more like Venom. I kept waiting to hear Eddie, where are you, Eddie? Where are you, Eddie? We are hungry. And I was like, oh my God, it's Venom. Venom's come to Middle Earth.
Pretty much.
And you feel bad. It's crawling down the mountain and it's hand over hand. It's like, and I'm like, Eddie, where are you, Eddie? Eventually, this horse and carriage run over it, and it like hugs to the leg. Is that you, Eddie? And it gets in this chick's cart and
I
eats
will
her.
love her and squeeze her and call her George.
Hello, Eddie.
Yep.
So it eats the chick in the wagon and absorbs her and then becomes the fucknut that we saw in season 1.
Discount Aragorn.
Discount Aragorn.
Yeah.
So, and then it shows you meeting the old man where he gets the pendant from, and it shows him on the boat. And he's like, hold on to something because Eddie's coming, you know, and he gets thrown out of the boat. There's the monster, the sea monster destroys the boat, and he's floating in the water, and the sea monster's coming after him. He's like, I found you, Eddie. And the sea monster doesn't eat him.
For some reason.
He just stays underwater for about a week.
And poof, it's gone. And then he meets Galadriel, and we know the rest of what happened in season 1. At least we think we do. I've tried to block out as much of season 1 as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
There are things I can't forget, like Sports Bra, Don Lemon,
Don Legolas is his proper
Don
name.
Legolas.
Yes.
The Harhoots. The Harhoots. We will leave you to be eaten by bees and wolves.
Never get off the path.
We never leave anyone behind.
Yeah.
But we're gonna leave you behind to be stung by 1,000 bees and eaten by wolves. Anyway,
Isn't that funny?
No. So yeah.
Look, I have to say, okay. Now, this rule I broke my own rule several times watching these, but my rule is it is not Tolkien. I don't care how the hell you slice it. All this
No.
It's a bastardization of similar names and similar things in their own path, their own story. If I remember that and watch it just as a standalone show,
it still sucks.
It still sucks.
It does still suck, but I was able to get through the first 2 episodes and kind of laugh. Now, every time they tried to, make it Tolkien and make you think it's Tolkien, I got pissed again. But I was able to keep my badness level down until episode 3. 2 minutes into episode 3, and I was like, Stitch, man, that badness level just went, Yoom. But if you kind of can take it without, because it's not Tolkien, y'all. There's no, I'm sorry, it's just not. But that is the only way I was able to get through these episodes again until we got to 3. But
So the next thing you see is
after we finally get over that incredibly long and boring backstory,
get is this. And God help me if she didn't look like a ferret before. She looks like a ferret now.
I tell you,
she's still got the ferret thing going.
Them rabbit teeth just really get you. Looks like Bugs Bunny.
And I find it highly annoying that one of my favorite characters of this series, or I should, of Tolkien's world, annoys me minute 1 that she's on screen. Even the little flashback with her floating around the water, I was like, please don't let her get on that raft. For the love of God, I'm doing you a favor. Don't let her get on that raft. Let her drown. It's okay. And then this. And then we see her chase at Elrond. Give it to me, Elrond. Give it to me. I'm like, oh my God. Run,
I want
Elrond,
the ring. I want the ring.
Go, Elrond.
Every time I see 5'2" little munchkin, and I'm sitting there thinking about elves, I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell happened? What shrink ray hit her?
Exactly.
Snowdub with $5 super chat. I heard all the non-binary orcs are going to have a sexy party in episode 4. They call it an orgy.
Well done, Snowdub.
Are you serious or are you just kidding? I really don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him either.
Apparently, they're all 60s orcs now. They don't really want to go to war. They just want to make love, not war, and have lots of little orky babies.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's an orgy.
Those were goblins. Check your privilege.
We don't want to go to war today. We just want to lay in the hay. Where there's a whip There's a hey where there's a whip. There's a hey.
Oh my god, that's good.
Thank you so very much. Start up for that $5 super chat. Skull and tuck and roll. Welcome to the S&M Orc Party.
Can I say one thing about Galadriel before we move on?
Yes.
There is actually a good thing that I have to say about the show so far, which when we get to that part, oh, believe me, I will cheer it. But I was really thinking about it, and I'm like, it's really funny, but Galadriel, this character that they have invented, not the real one, this thing right here, she exemplifies everything that the showrunners are trying to say is bad about women. She exemplifies just about every negative female stereotype. She's vain, she's prideful, she's impulsive, she makes all the shit about her. She's the victim, and then she turns around and blames others, and she never freaking listens. Every bad chick, and she's probably bad with money too. Every bad chick stereotype that exists is wrapped up in this damn character.
Very true. However, the show treats her like she's right all the time.
It's one of those things that it's like, can y'all not see it? You created this shit. You wanted a strong, powerful woman, and she apparently wasn't strong and powerful enough, according to Professor Tolkien. Oh my God, he didn't know what he was doing when he wrote her, apparently. So they've taken her and they've twisted her into this collection of BS that they're trying to say women are not. Now, how's that for damn irony?
Commander of the Northern Army.
Ugh.
Lord Thandar, Galadriel, I almost said oh my God, this show's got me screwed up. Galadriel was married to Celeborn since the first age and was a Noldor. Very tall. No, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like 6'4",
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's like 6'4". She was not a warrior. She was a commander. She was the intelligence.
Yes.
She was the brain. She was strategy. She was, this is how we're going to defeat them. She was not a frontline soldier. Never was, never will be.
And she was also one of the few elves that saw right through Sauron from the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, and she tempered everything with thought and wisdom.
Yep.
She was not this impulsive hothead. I got this first is for my brother. Now it's for you. Now it's for you. Oh, fuck off, Galadriel. You're doing it all
and
for
knew
you.
that he was Sauron and kept it to herself for how many months?
Oh my God.
Scott Westbrook with the $5 super chat, wishing all of Valhalla a happy and safe weekend. You as well, Scott. Thank you so very much, brother, for that $5 super chat. You guys are kicking ass this morning. Thank you. Thank you so very much, brother. I hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend. I hope you all do. Keep kicking ass and taking names all weekend. So thank you, Scott. Thank you very much. And this one is, where is it? There it is. Is that it? No. There we go. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Okay, I would love to sit here for a whole hour and talk about Ferret Face here, but we're not going to do that. They run to, I am the best elf. I have Ferret Face, and I am better than you all, and I need to rule, and I will sleep with Sauron because,
What's up, Doc?
Meanwhile, Gil-galad's over here like, oh, that's not Gil-galad.
Doogie.
There we go. Gil-galad's like, give it to me. Give it to me. None of these fuckers look like elves either.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, they're supposed to be beautiful.
How did they
Isn't this guy beautiful, R1?
How did they cast like the perfect people? And the Gil-galad, and yes, you do see Gil-galad in the movie. In the original movie, you see him for all like 2 seconds driving his spear into an orc. Even the Gil-galad in the movie looked better than him. and you only saw him for all of 2 seconds.
Yep.
They cut out the deal where Sauron picks him up and vaporizes him. Doogie Howser, MD Elf, does not look like Elrond. He looks like boy band Elrond.
Yeah.
He looks like if someone's trying to cosplay Lord of the Rings in a boy band.
Yes. And they have such the most smug, punchable faces too. Elrond is the least offensive as far as the elves right now to me, because he's actually has some nuts between his legs in regards to Galadriel.
They also gave him a character
there, but yes, but the rest of them, I'm just like, I hate all y'all dumbass. It's Galadriel's. All of this is Galadriel's damn fault. And then we got Mr. Power Hungry. Give me the rings. Give them to me. Give them to me. I mean, what the hell? They're horrible.
And Anima, that's because Spirit Halloween did all the costuming for this show.
I did like Galadriel's dress, though. I think it's in the second episode. It's kind of a green. It's slightly beaded. It's like not a moss, but like a Loden, and it's slightly beaded. And she wears it for the whole damn episode, just about, probably because they put the most money into that particular gown. That one was actually really pretty. I was like, finally, y'all getting your groove on here, but it doesn't last.
Et tu, Brute.
So Sauron is with the Southlanders, and they've been captured by orcs, and they're taken to their leader. And Sauron shows up and goes, "Let my people go."
He literally said that.
He said that.
When did he become Moses?
So he's like Moses coming in, "Let my people go." And you're like, oh my God, they did not just do that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, because we're edgy and we're smart and we're going to write something edgy and smart.
Oh, Soul Assassin is correct. We got to say Sauron with rolling R's.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not rolling our R's, y'all.
Here's the deal. And this is telling. Okay. Why don't they always roll the R's?
It's only Sauron.
No, it's names and places. Everything else they say are normally.
Yeah.
Everything else, like I went and got my iron. Okay. I went and got my rover. Okay. I went to the river. Okay. I went to talk to Sauron. I went to talk to Gladriel. I went deep into the forest of Mordor.
Mordor.
Have you heard from Celebrimbor?
Right.
But then it's like everything else besides a place and a name. They say they don't roll the R at all. They say it normally. That is intentional. That is the director. That is somebody going,
yes.
Raw. That's how you say it. Raw. Oh, is that the way they do it in the book? Yes, they roll all the R's, sweetheart. No, they do not.
You didn't roll the R. You didn't roll the R. We got to do a retake.
I have expected in episode 3, and yes, they actually say this. It's like you're a Lord of the Rings.
As you're standing in the fire.
Oh my God. That killed me. I was like, no. Then Celebrimbor's like, yes.
Yeah, Celebrimbor is literally like standing there tweaking his nipples. Lord of the Rings.
Well, basically the imagery was making Sauron look like Jesus.
He was.
Yep.
And we'd already seen Elven Jesus, who was originally going to be like, I'll take the rings. And then he fumbles. And then he gets, I guess, seduced by them and then takes them to the high. It's, oh my God, y'all. I'm like, it was all over the map.
Say it with a nerdy lisp. Loki, stop spitting on me.
Oh my God.
Sauron. You get tired of it very quickly.
Yes.
You get sick and tired of it very quickly. You're like, oh, how many times you say it like that? They're doing that because that's what they've been told to do. Like it's some secret nobody knew about. I guarantee you their Tolkien expert was like, you need to be rolling the R's when you say the names. What? Yes, anytime you say the name of a character or a place, you need to roll your R. Do they always roll it? No, just when you say a person's name or a place. That is the way Tolkien intended it for to be. That's what. So if you say like Lady Arwen, you need to machine gun the tongue. Really get into it. Get that tongue just and really get into rolling the R's.
I'm dead.
Whoever they've got telling them this shit needs to be taken out back, put in a burlap sack, and had the freaking shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, what if you're one of those people that absolutely cannot roll the R's? You know, you physically can't do it. It's impossible for you.
Well,
You're
sucks
out
to
of
be
here.
you.
You don't get the part. You're out of here.
Hey, Bob, that was on the application form when they filled it out. Must have a punchable, smug face and must be able to roll the hell out of your R's.
Makes sense.
We are looking for someone to play Jesus Sauron. Gargling Mar.
It could be a damn drinking game, but you'd be drunk halfway into one episode.
How many times did they get to roll their R's? You know what? We should do that from now on. So Thursday nights will be drinking night, and every time they roll the R, you got to take a drink.
I wouldn't be able to do the show the next morning.
I like that though. R count, rolling R count, y'all. But yeah, that's definitely a choice. That is a choice that they made, the director made, somebody made, and they're directing them to do that. So
A power that will allow them to use your children. Oh no, not our sweet innocent orc babies.
And there's Aldar straight off his regeneration.
Right.
I probably wish he could have regenerated with a better looking face, but whatever.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Also, real quick, I found it really funny when they're like, "Do you bend the knee to Arduan, whatever the hell his name is?" The guy like takes like a half second, and then they just kill him immediately. It's like, give the guy a chance,
Right? You know, it's going to take him a while to get out on his knee. You know, he has to bend and he has to come on.
It didn't like he was a spring chicken. He was an old man.
Impatient.
So I would like to welcome you all to Fallout New Middle Earth. Yes, we're actually doing this.
Yeah.
We're actually doing this. So this is Fallout 69, Invasion of Middle Earth.
Oh, you Fallout. I was thinking more Skyrim, like the priest masks.
Oh, that's even
I
better.
can see that. Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. Ooh-ah!
Definitely.
The dragon lord.
Tuscan Raider.
Pus ro da Elrond.
No, it's Fus Roda.
Oh, I forgot. We're in Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So every one of these fuckers that you see in the next couple of episodes, straight up, this is where they got it. Go to Spirit Halloween now. They've got all the costumes, all the masks. This is cheap shit. This is cheap.
Terrible.
It looks terrible.
This does look like those shit. I used to get, because my late husband used to collect masks. It was just a fun thing of his. And I could go down to CVS during Halloween and they had those like, they were cheap plastic, but they looked like metal. And one was, ghost face. And then they had another of, the hockey mask. And then it had like the black hood attached to it. Have y'all ever seen those? Anyway, they're like $1.50. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Really?
I want to try and get
dollar store ripoff.
Okay, so I pointed this out, and the crew was like, "No, she has a vine in her hair. You can see it. It's right here. There's the vine. There's the leaves. These are olives.
Yep.
Okay, but they're stuffed pimento olives.
Yep. And they never rot. They just they're growing.
They
They're-
don't
yeah.
rot.
They're
Right.
growing out of her head, out of her hair. Her hair's so nappy that the stuffed pimento olives that are still on the vine, ladies and gentlemen, are growing out of her hair while they're looking for food in the desert.
Release the McCracken, their larvae.
Just propped on her head. Her larvae. Oh my God.
They're starving and they're in the desert. And she's like, it might bear fruit. Less you could do is try. Less you can do is give me some of those stuffed pimento olives, bitch.
Yeah. Pick the things off your head, girl.
Instead, she makes Gandalf fill up a tree. It's
And
like-
eat bugs.
and eat
Bugs.
bugs. Sorry, not Gandalf.
The-
Gandalf,
the-
not Gandalf, y'all. No spoilers here.
The legs going down my throat. That's the best part.
So I'm not shitting you. I don't know who thought this up. I don't know who thought, oh, we'll just go down and we'll get some olives. Or what person in the art department was just like, we'll go and get some of those plastic olives, that just look like olives. And they got stuffed pimento olives, not regular olives.
Now, here's the thing, too. Okay. And I know I'm getting a little nitty picky, and I said I wouldn't do this because it's not Tolkien. But since they're claiming to be Tolkien, wasn't he very specific creating this mythology to keep it within the English
Yes.
Mhm.
structure, and he didn't include any foods that weren't actually grown on the island? Is there a big olive production native to the UK? I didn't think there was. So what
Not
the
like
hell?
that.
That kind of thing would chap his biscuits right there. He would be like, "You're not paying attention to my work," and he would be right. People say that's nitpicky. Maybe it is, but you know what? She wouldn't have had no damn olives growing on no damn tree. What the hell? No, wouldn't be olives. But yeah, she's got food right there, and they eat bugs instead. Ugh.
I've got to get your thoughts on this. Josh.
Again, the very punchable face.
It's Elvin Jesus. Because I don't remember half their names. I don't care. At this point, I'm like, oh God.
You and I are momentarily aligned for one reason. I hate you, Gladriel. We don't act like elves. We don't talk like elves. We just try and look like elves, but we're not really elves. We're dirty, stinky elves. Elrond would seek out someone he can trust. Really? Really? I never thought
Nothing
of
gets
that.
by you.
Nothing gets
Insufferable. She's fucking insufferable.
Oh, we forgot to mention that Elrond didn't want to give the rings out to people, so he just jumped off a waterfall to get
Jumped
away
off
from
cliff.
them.
Waterfall cliff.
As you do.
And floats to where? Linden? Is that where he
Yeah,
ends
floats
up?
to
He just
Linden.
Floats to Linden.
like he's on an inner tube.
Which,
Ugh.
by the way, can I just say it takes less time for them to discover and noodle out where he's at and go there than it does for a freaking messenger that was sent to Celebrimbor about an hour before they even had their damn meeting. Now, I get that they were attacked, but you'd think they would have been there way before. These people just have the speed of light. Hakeem, Galadriel, Riel, they just all have the speed of light. They just appear wherever the hell they want to be.
The way she's looking at that ring, you would think she was going to have sex with it.
Oh no,
Ugh.
she doesn't do that ever. She doesn't do that with anything except for maybe Sauron if he got lucky. Are you saying she should extend an olive branch, Loki? Nice, Shellback. Very nice. Buddy
the
Elvin
elephant
Jeeves.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're unveiling one thing right now. It's the Buddy Christ of Mordor. Phew.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna dump these rings in the deepest hole on earth, and then when he gets out there, he gets a little wave bobble him, and he has a epiphany. You know, I'm gonna use them now.
I'm the wisest elf in all of the world. I'm just gonna sail out in my little boat and no one will notice, and then I'll just change my mind.
And I love how they all just snag the rings for themselves. There's no conversation.
Yeah.
There's no the best in the it's just mine.
This
And
is
then everyone
supposed
just
to.
accepts it.
This is supposed
Every
to
kiss
copy.
begins with K.
This is supposed to copy the scene from Peter Jackson's Lord of the
Yes.
Rings, where they're holding out their hands. Right. This is supposed to
Rip
copy
off.
that.
Yeah.
And number one, these rings suck. They are not the rings that were in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. They do not
Clearly.
look that cool.
Cracker Jack box
They're
rings.
not
Yes.
practical rings. They're the kind of rings, y'all, that when you order, like there's these bougie little companies that sell bath bombs, and you take the bath bomb and you drop it in your water and you watch the fizzy and the pretties, and then at the end there's like a plastic, round box with a damn ring in it.
No,
Probably
Arlen, it's even
$60
worse than that. You
bucks.
remember when you were a kid and you had that little thing with you put the coin in and you
Yes,
wound it
the
and it
gumball
would drop
machine.
out. That's where those rings came.
Yeah, is what they look like.
And Gigalad is straight up bragging right now. He's like, playing, bitches.
Fabulous!
For the finger. Fabulous.
He is strutting that shit with that ring too. Yes.
He's got a ring for every finger. Oh, look at my little pinky. Look at my pinky ring.
Yeah, I was wondering, how he was going to get that ring on. Was he going to take another one off?
Oh my God, Liberace would look at that hand and go, "You need to edit, boy. You need to edit. Too many rings."
I wish my brother
Yes,
Elrond was here.
Oh my God.
And if you didn't think it could get dumber.
Then we
Open
saw
my
episode
ear.
2. That was all episode 1.
Forgive me, my lord, but a messenger has just arrived. Oh, really? Who would the messenger be? See if I can scoot this along with it. Oh. Look at that smile.
I'm not evil.
Smile.
I'm not evil. You can trust me. Look at my face.
Yeah, and if
And the
Galadriel
fuck
had
boy
just-
guard back here that's just like, hey.
Man, we ain't found shit.
Have you found Sauron yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you guys? Man, we ain't found shit.
Hey, you on the horse? You seen a guy named Sauron around here? Nope. Okay, move along. Oh my God.
I'm Noros.
Noros. Noros. You pronounced it incorrectly, my friend. It's Noros.
Good God.
Wait a minute. You got a cousin named Chuck?
Oh, Chuck from Mordor? Yeah, we party all the time back in college.
Chuck Norris. Norris.
Oh, that's
Oh
where
my
you were
God.
going. Okay.
Chuck Norris. You got a cousin named Chuck? Oh, and it gets dumber and dumber as the music crescendos. And you married a prince. Oh no, not gold dandruff.
Okay, I have to say right
At
here.
least she wasn't as evil as she was at the end of season 1 again.
Right, they kind of had me. The dwarves had me until the stone singing. I'm like, I can't watch this woman go, ah! I can't. It takes me out of the mood, and then I get pissed again because it reminds me, sure as hell is not talking.
Well, I mean, I remember in season 1 when the first time we saw her singing, and it was like the background music for the previous scene, and then it just cuts to her. It's like, oh, that's in universe. Okay.
Here's my note for that. WTF up with Disa and the witches. I was just like, what the hell? That's all I wrote.
I just hit that one sour note.
But I love her. I have to admit, that's one of the good things that I love this character. I think her and Durin, whatever the hell her boy's name is, the prince, they're fleshed out at least. The dwarves entertain me. They entertain me. So I was like, oh, good, more decent.
They are the best scenes.
They really are.
I just love it because Duran gets picked on in the mines.
Yes, he does.
We're getting there. Mohammed says he's been a member for 1 month. Says, Hell Panel, One Piece live action casting for season 2 looks awesome. I've reached 418 episodes in One Piece anime rewatch run. Black Myth, Wukong.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Mohammed said. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. So Disa's doing her I've got big buns and I cannot lie. You other dwarves can't deny thing here. And
although she does need some lava soap to wash that gold has been on her fingertips for way too damn long. Girl, get yourself some good soap. Wash that shit right off. You'll be good as rain. Good to go.
I'm ready to bed ya. but Durin, the gold flakes in my hair. You might not like it. I don't care, woman. Give it to me now. We're dwarves.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
Give it to me raw.
It's the best.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it took apparently a while for the eruption of Mount Doom to affect them because that's what they say, like shifted things.
Very far to the south.
I'm willing to grant them that, but why did it take so long? Why wouldn't that be something they felt pretty soon after Mount Doom exploded?
Reasons.
I was gonna say you're asking sensible questions here, Sensei.
I'm sorry.
Come on now.
I keep forgetting that the people who wrote this have the IQ of a turnip.
They've definitely never read Tolkien.
Dig out 999 super chat. This for a nice colon cleansing dose of Taco Bell for all of you. With the shit beeping in his head.
I love you, Adega.
Thank you so very much, Adega Outlaw, for that $10 super chat, brother. This one is just for you. You know, we need some dragon fire to cleanse us from this shit. And that shit, and fire up the Taco Bell forge this morning. So, Skull!
Go!
Now I know what's for lunch. That's right. It's Friday. Time for some Taco Bell. It's Friday. Oh, and they're just gonna. I have visions now, and I'm becoming more like the real Galadriel because I have the ring now, and the ring is what made me elegant and regal and tall, and it's gonna make me tall. The ring's gonna make me taller. In the place of a dark lord, you will have a tall queen, more beautiful and powerful than the ferret you had before.
I actually like this dress, though. I do like this dress. I think of a lot of all the shit that they put her in. This one actually caught my eye, and I went, I see an effort.
Too bad what it's covering.
Yeah, that's why he's looking down at her feet right there. He's like, I will not look at thee, O evil ferret one. I have a bad space and you will look at me.
And
No.
the sides of his hair keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter.
It's a countdown for the end of the
I think
series.
it is.
I mean, they're just miscast. Everyone's miscast.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
only is she like mousy, which there ain't nothing wrong with mousy, but for this character, it is wrong.
Right.
This character is
regal.
not.
She
It's-
should
it's-
be
it-
regal.
It's also not helped that the writing are giving these actors nothing to work with.
And she looks like the bread maker's daughter from down the way. She
Mhm.
does not look like Galadriel. I don't know who decided to do this.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. But whoever decided this, please get out of Hollywood because you are screwing shit up. Whatever you're leveraging for your job, let it go. Let it go. Let it go because you cast fucking horribly. Let it go because you can't do your job competently. This is miscasting on the biggest level. Literally, she looks like the farmer's daughter from down the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're creating battles for themselves because if you've got several things in a film that could, make or break it. And there's several different there's a bunch of cogs in there. Well, one, if you have a really good script and you have someone who's a really good actor, but they're miscast for a role, they'll usually be able to work with it. And
Yes.
people say, well, maybe they weren't the best one for the role, but they did a competent job. But if you have someone who's miscast and then you have a script that is for shit, that's 50% of the problem
Mhm.
with your show. And they have a lot of characters. The majority of
Yeah.
these characters are miscast.
Hey,
Honestly,
there's three main aspects to a performance. There's the acting, there's the writing, and then there's the directing.
Yes.
And if two of those things aren't good, it's usually a pretty poor performance.
yeah, you can't pull that back.
But in this case, we are getting. I can't say that these actors aren't talented because the writing and the direction are giving them absolutely nothing to work with.
True.
So I can't tell you if Morford Clark is a legitimately decent actress. I can't tell
she might
because
be fine in another role.
the writing is so terrible. Her character isn't very good. It's a very obnoxious, and then the direction's also terrible because they keep trying to have them act like they're in like a Shakespearean performance.
Yes. Oh
when-
my God. Yes. Yes. You're so right.
But the writing isn't there. The difference between performing Shakespeare and this is Shakespeare was a talented writer. This isn't.
Yeah. They need
So-
to be performing it small and within the space of the scene, not
Yes.
this walking in like, oh my God, look at me, and everybody.
Everything I say is grandiose.
Right. Oh God, that's a really good point. I knew there was something bugging me. That's exactly it. They are out acting the scene and it doesn't call for it. It's just going
Right.
to make it obnoxious.
Do you
And
think
that's-
AI
and that's-
is writing this?
Possibly.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't even know if AI could write that bad.
But I mean, damn it, I had a point. In Peter Jackson's films, what an unfortunate face this woman has.
Ugh.
Ugh.
These are some of the ugliest women in Hollywood
Yeah.
on this show. They only go for dogs. That's all they
Yeah.
go for. And I don't understand why they have made this choice if it's like a personal choice.
Representation.
Yeah.
Um,
But to finish my point real quick, In Peter Jackson's films. Oh, yeah. God, I forgot about you.
Eminem, and that's a chick. That's Feminem.
Feminem, yes.
Feminem.
Feminine. Oh my god.
Feminem.
But in Peter Jackson's films, he knew when to have the cast perform more grandiose for the bigger scenes, but he also knew when to have them act very close and personal.
Yeah.
For those very, for the moments where we got to know the characters.
I
don't feel like I know any. I mean, we're now what 11 episodes into this series. I don't know any of them.
No, I can't remember half their names.
No, like I mean, we'll get to it when we get to the next episode. But Sports Bra.
Yeah, Sports Bra.
I could not remember her name for the life of me.
Me either. She's a Sports Bra to me.
Sports Bra.
And he's Cool Ocean. Couldn't tell you.
And this is I'm Not Sauron.
Yes.
I'm Not Sauron.
Yep.
We're going to be edgy. And we're going to make Sauron a dark wizard. And no one's going to know. And this will explain everything why he falls to the dark side eventually. 20-1 says that Gandalf somehow heals him, touches him, bonds with him, and all his hair goes white. And he's like, I am Saruman.
Oh my god.
Because this is Saruman. This is Saruman. They call him a dark wizard, the dark wizard. But it's good to be Saruman.
Let's not even get into the fact that the wizard shouldn't be here yet.
No, absolutely not. None of the wizards should be here yet.
None of them.
Not Lord of the Rings.
Soul Assassin, I thought it was a blue wizard. Could it, if it's one of the blues, but Gandalf never meets the blue wizards.
No.
So he just knows they exist and knows they're out there. Oh, those the two blueses, which I never got the names of because I never met them. So Gandalf knows there's two blue wizards out there, the two blueses. But he's never met them and he doesn't know them.
Yeah, like Ishtakar and Fred. Fred the Blue.
I'm just like, you can't, here's the thing. You can't go, well, I know who that is, because they're just doing their own thing. That's what this all comes down to. I mean, we're barely into the second episode. There's so much shit we're gonna have to skip over because it's just nonsensical and bullshit. But I wanted to show you guys the Dark Wizard because I'm guessing that's going to be. I think it's Saruman.
That would be the least creative thing that they would do. So that's probably what they're doing.
That's my theory, but I was like, who the hell is this? And then the more I watch, I'm like, is that supposed to be Saruman? What the hell? But who knows?
I got picked on in the mines. I feel bad. I came home decent.
Because if a prince gets banished, he'd just instantly become a miner.
Disa, I was wondering. I feel pretty bad after coming back from the mines. They picked on me. Will you stick your finger up my butt? Make me feel better.
Oh my God.
Make me feel like a real dwarf.
I need an adult.
I'm afraid, Durin.
Got blisters on me hands.
Calluses.
God help me. It's just so it's God, okay.
There's nothing inspiring about anything.
This was actually my favorite scene.
Oh, where she comes and talks to Elrond?
Yeah, because
at least it was attempting something, yeah.
Well, look, him and even High King, they're all, and this is the one thing I did like about these couple of episodes, is they were like, Galadriel, this is your damn fault. You screwed up.
Yep.
You didn't tell me it was Sauron. You brought him into your mind, and you're still thinking about him. Blah blah blah. This is your damn fault. And she has the nerve to plead on his sympathies of friendship.
Yep.
When she would have snatched those rings from him and turned his ass in first chance she got, and he's finally like, "Bitch, out there's the door. Bye.
Please.
I was like, yes, somebody finally telling her how it is. I
And
appreciated that.
can someone please give Elrond a comb?
Thank you.
He's boy band Elrond.
God.
Elrond's back tonight. Dun 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 dun.
And he still has a punchable face.
They all do.
None of that. They
Yeah.
do. They do.
I'm trying to tell you, my friend, you can punch me in the face anytime you like. Not to me.
Oh man, where to start?
God.
I just want to explode all over your face. Oops. Oops.
Wow.
Wow.
That
Thanks
is
for
why it
inviting
must
me on,
remain-
Loki.
That's why it must remain in the hands of the elves. So it doesn't spray everywhere. It's just it goes from oh my god, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Oh, it's a well. Oh look, you're at a well. And hold on 1 second. Let me see if I got this just right. Come on, no, I didn't. There we go. Oh, come on, give us a bigger picture of it.
He reminds me so much of Mick Fleetwood. I just every time I know it's supposed to be Gandalf, not Gandalf, but he just looks like Mick Fleetwood.
Damn. I was right there.
You don't have Eris's pause game.
Let my people go.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
too. I thought that too. The crook staff.
The crooked staff, the sheep herder staff.
Yep.
You don't think
The only
I
thing
know, we
missing
know
was
you
it
don't
turning
think.
into a snake.
Yes. Yes. Oh wow.
The eye. Wreathed in flame.
Come on, Ollie.
It looks like the one in my dreams.
Well, we got through two. We got through 2 episodes. I guess we'll have to do 3 and 4. We'll have to talk about 3 and 4 next week.
I'm not watching 3 again.
Oh, that one irritated me so damn bad.
That was the worst one.
Okay.
I
It was.
Yes, it was.
Let me before we get out of here, let me break this down for you. Sauron tricks Celebrimbor into thinking he's some kind of like elven god of gifts. And at the end of the episode, in front of the dwarves, in front of the elves, Sauron takes a piece of mithril and uses black speech. What you hear at the Council of Elrond, where he's like, those words have never been uttered in Rivendell before. He's like, blah, blah, blah. And then it switches hands where all the dwarves are like, and all the elves are like,
that's
switches
weird.
hands and puts it in the fire where it's like, and they're just like, yay, more rings.
Mousetrap.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. That language has never been uttered here before. Well, apparently it was uttered in Linden because that some bitch was like, black speech, dark elvish, I will curse you all and kill you all. And the dwarves are just like,
Huh. That's weird.
and the elves are like, and he like slips it to a different hand.
Oh my god, I'm dead. I know, I'm dead.
What? I didn't do anything. You are some dumb sons of bitches.
Oh my god. Yep.
He
that was-
poured all of his malice and his cruelty into the rings by people being really, really dumb.
into his Houdini sleight of hand trick.
That's
He beat
not
the
even.
ball.
That's not even that good. It's like.
It's like watch the coconut. Watch, when they shift the coconuts. It's like, where's the fun?
it's like a grade schooler doing his first magic trick.
Oh my god.
But that is how, yes, that is how bad this was. That's how bad episode 3 is.
Terrible. I hate the Numenorians. I hate the damn sports bra and her people.
I'm glad she's dead.
I know.
We finally see Don Lemon and Don Lemon Legolas in episode 3. And he comes in, he's like, ooh, over-exaggerated neck cut. Ooh, I'm going to draw my bow back really slow and be like,
oh my god, it's so bad.
Oh man, when he was doing like the flips and it was like clearly CG before it goes into the actual footage, it was like, you guys thought that looked good. Okay.
They want him to be it's like they want him to be Legolas. He is not Legolas. Okay,
No,
not
nor
all the
should
elves
he be.
not
Of
all
course
the elves could move like that. Not all the elves were badass like that because Legolas is the prince of the king of the wood elves.
Yes.
Mhm.
There is
He's also been a
definitely-
warrior for like 3,000 years.
I was cruising along fine till this episode. This one broke me. This one shattered me, took me back to my reality.
Legolas is the son of the most uppity bling bling elf that y'all have ever seen. Okay, so you want to know, like, oh, well, Legolas did this over exaggerated movement. Legolas is the son that's like, Father, I would like to go outside. We bask in moonlight tonight. And all the elves go forth, dressed to the nines because little Legoli wants to go out and play. So if you wonder why Legolas might have had an over-exaggerated movement here and there, just look at his father.
Look who the hell raised him. The rock star of Middle Earth. I mean,
That's right.
He really is.
Oh, basked in moonlight and diamonds and stars.
Oh, shit.
Come to Mirkwood, my friends, for the rock fest of Middle Earth, the second age of Middle Earth. We will bask in starlight and diamonds as we dine the night away.
Yes. One of these bougie rock stars. It's only real fur for me. It's only real juniper berries for my hair.
That's right, only real juniper berries.
Dip that shit in gold.
None of the wax olives like on that other show.
No.
So yeah, they're not all Legolas. God, but that's what they want him to be. They want him to be Legolas, and we're like, no. And I can already hear the reen and the screeching. You're just saying that because he's a man of color, Loki. No, I'm not. Not everybody was Legolas. Not all elves were like that. God, what did you guys think? Why do you think so many elves died in the Third Age and died in the Second? Not all of them were uber badasses.
And I wish they had given him dreads. No shit. I was watching him and I'm like, he would look pretty fucking cool with some well-styled dreads.
They had to Don Lemon him.
But they did, and I just can't get past it. I can't get past it.
Jill Powers, the River Daughter, with perhaps one of the funniest comments of the morning. Hobo Gandalf with fugue.
With fugue. Yes.
Oh, I've forgotten the way. I've forgotten my name. I've forgotten who I am. I forgot where I'm from.
Y'all remember the little speech where he tries to tie it into I am Gandalf and Gandalf means me?
Yep.
When they try and I will give you a name. You can't just give someone a name. It has to come from within. It's who you are. It's your very essence. I'm like, I see you, Amazon. Trying to slip that in.
Is your name Dorcas?
Because they're talentless hacks.
Well.
I peed a little. Okay, all right. First 3 episodes. Give us an idea what you think, and we'll get out of here. Oh, and promote whatever. So give us a score. Give us a score for the first three. And promote anything you want before we get going.
I can't give it anything. I mean, 0 would be too high of a score.
Okay.
I have to give it a number. Okay. I'll give the first two collectively a 4.5. And the third one, I ain't even going to bother to rate until we talk about it next week. I just can't.
No mocking this morning, guys. At least not anything I can see. I can't find anything.
First episode, I'd probably give a 3.
Okay.
And second episode, a 2. It's just there's nothing interesting at all. I'm not engaged. None of the storylines are gripping me at all. I just don't care. And that's and as Arwen said, it's even when you completely divorce it from Tolkien and take it as its own unique fantasy story, it just sucks. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
I'm with Saj Melody.
What does the Saj say?
Oh my God.
Lower than Australian break dancer.
You remember that one from?
I do.
Wow.
But yeah, I didn't think the show is good in any conceivable way. Outside of the music. The music's still pretty decent. Outside of Disa singing.
I agree.
It was good to see that Nerdrotic kid reprising his role of the wandering wizard. Yeah.
And I did think some of the settings were really pretty. And the way that they dressed the set, I thought those were good. But that's it.
Overacting, cheap costumes, crappy writing. What did they pay? Didn't they pay like $100 billion or some crazy number?
It was $1 billion for the whole thing.
For the whole thing. Okay, so they spent $1 billion to get the rights. They supposedly spent like $500 million on the first season. I have no idea how much they spent this season. I can't imagine.
I think I heard something floated out there around $250 million for this season.
Jeez.
So they've almost gone back into a whole $1 billion. So they paid $1 billion just for the rights. Let me explain the folly of what you have done, Amazon. You paid out $1 billion before you ever filmed anything. You could have had the same writers.
I thought it was $1 billion for the first season. So it was like,
was it?
I think it was $500 million for the rights.
Okay.
$500 million for the first season.
So we'll say $1.25 billion. You've spent $1.25 billion on 2 seasons of this. That's not I don't know if that's accounting for advertising, who knows, or just filming the second season.
Mm-hmm.
But that's $250 million. You could have had the same writers, the same cast, the same story, just not set in Tolkien's universe. You just rename the characters. And suddenly you've got a new series produced by Amazon, written by blah, 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 that does its own thing with its own characters. You just rename some stuff. You didn't do that. You spent $1 billion on that first season because you wanted it to say Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you wanted.
Yes. Yeah.
And they could have just taken that $1 billion and just done a TV series of Lord of the Rings.
Done a TV series of Lord of the Rings.
It's all there.
They didn't do that. This is on you. This isn't on the people that work on the show besides the casting department and the costuming department, because the costumes in the show suck. They just went and got them from Spirit Halloween. As I've said multiple times. The costuming in the show sucks. Whoever's doing that is absolutely terrible at it. They do not know how to resource. They do not know who to go to get good things. I could probably go to that one shop where you can buy cool Lord of the Rings stuff, the Noble Collection, and get better shit than this. Get higher quality. I know I can get the rings. I can get the Elven rings that are the actual Elven rings from Peter Jackson's movie.
Yeah.
That look a lot better than this.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they're
probably
available.
couldn't get those.
They actually look like enchanted rings. Yeah.
So
Probably something to do with copyright. They couldn't use those.
the
Oh no, they
fact-
can't. No,
They can't.
It's a different production.
Yeah, they can't use anything from, and they want you to believe that it's connected, because as long as you believe this is directly connected to Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, they can try and hook you in
Yeah.
and try and make you think that this is directly connected to those movies you love. Guess what? It's not. It's Amazon's own thing. It's not Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So they could have spent this money better. They could have been wiser. They could have had their own franchise and their own thing. Instead, they decided to take Lord of the Rings. They decided to take Tolkien's work and take a giant female dump. Okay? There's a difference between like a dude going to the bathroom being like, and a girl going to the bathroom and just blowing that fucking toilet apart. Okay? That's what they have done. They have taken a giant girly dump in the toilet. Okay, so you don't expect that. You don't expect, you're like, oh, we just got done in the movies. Let me run in the bathroom. You go into a guy bathroom, you're like, oh, dude's taking a crap. Okay, you walk into the girls' bathroom and it's like, and you're like, damn, that's what this is. You have walked into the girls' bathroom and someone is dropping deuces left and right. It's not
Pretty
fun.
much,
It's not
pretty
funny.
much.
It's sad and it's disappointing. So, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here. Everybody hanging out. You guys are absolutely excellent. Adega Outlaw says, "Give me that billion, and I would rock your world with TV. Your grandkids will still watch." Yeah. Instead, they're dumb. Bezos paid $250 million for the rights, while season 1 cost $500 million. Since they budgeted for $1 billion, we guess they spent $250 million for the second season. I hope it's done. I hope it doesn't go 5 seasons. This is shit. And it's just going to keep being shit. I have absolutely no faith. But we're going to keep watching it, and we're going to keep having fun, because thankfully we can laugh at it. We can laugh at the over-exaggerated Don Lemon bowstring. We can laugh at Bling Bling Gil Galad. Yeah, baby. Bling Bling.
Oh yeah, he was feeling himself.
We can laugh at the orc family.
Oh my god. Oh,
You good.
I honestly had to pause it because I was laughing so hard.
I bet.
So, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter, and we will be back later tonight for the late show with the Rooster Day, Bob, Snowdub, me, Shelly. Hopefully, I don't know who all is going to be there. I know Snowdub will be there. But check us out later tonight. Late show, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you then, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.